A lot of good things are coming into Borderlands 3 like Mayhem Mode 2.0, the brand new Revenge of the Cartel. Today we're going to talk about it, what you need to know in order to be ready for when they release. Esiva, this is LaserBolt and welcome back to another Borderlands video. I know I have not been putting a lot of Borderlands content because I've been waiting for this particular update for such a long time. We get the brand new introduction of Mayhem Mode 2.0. Something I've been asking for quite a long time, and I am extremely excited to actually announce that it's coming very soon, and it's very soon. In addition to that, guys, we are getting a brand new, kind of not DLC, but a brand new event called Revenge of the Cartel. Today we're going to be talking about Mayhem Mode 2.0, Revenge of the Cartel, everything you guys need to know and be ready for April the 23rd, which is pretty much tomorrow, when the new event and the brand new Mayhem Mode 2.0 gets introduced. But before we get started, I do have a question for you guys. What is your favorite part of when we get brand new content? Is it having new weapons or having new artifacts? Let me know in the comment section down below. As a friendly reminder, guys, we stream daily on Twitch. We will be streaming some Mayhem Mode 2.0, testing out a couple builds. And in addition to that, we will be upgrading all of our builds back up ready to Mayhem Mode 2.0. The maximum level, which is very hard, and we will be updating those, so make sure you guys keep it locked on the channel for updates on that. But we are streaming on Twitch, so if you guys want to stop by, hang out with us, the link is down below. I will see all of you guys over there. So let's get started with something that I'm really passionate about, which is Mayhem Mode 2.0, and then we're going to talk about all the stuff that's coming into pretty much, you know, the new event, Revenge of the Cartel. So Mayhem Mode 2.0, guys, is coming again, once again, April the 23rd. This is when we'll be able to get our hands into Mayhem Mode. Now, the question is, how do you unlock Mayhem Mode 2.0? Well, that's super easy, guys. You will be able to unlock the mode when you finish the main Borderlands 3 story. It's going to give you an option to crank up the game's difficulty. So all you got to do is complete the main storyline, and then you'll be able to do every single content in Mayhem Mode 2.0. Now, with that being said, there are different sets of options that are going to allow you to crank this up even a little bit higher. But one of the things that is going to change is the way that you're actually able to activate the mode. As you guys know, prior to this update that's coming out, you had to fly to Sanctuary in order to change the Mayhem modes. Thankfully, now they're going to be adding a brand new option within the menu. Yes! Thank you very much. About time, Borderlands 3. So no longer will we have to fly over to Sanctuary. We're going to be able to change the mode difficulty by accessing a brand new tab in the Echo device. This is going to give us access to change the difficulty of the Mayhem mode just from within our menu. It's going to make it super easy, especially when we're trying out new weapons, new artifacts. We're able to crank things up and get things going that way without having to fly to Sanctuary every single time. Now, like I said, Mayhem Mode 2.0 will be introducing a total of 4 different modifiers. Now, each of these modifiers will have 25 brand new modifiers. I'll explain how that works, and we'll dive into that right now. So, when I say it has 4 modifiers, it has easy, medium, hard, and very hard. Those are the 4 modifiers, but in addition to that, those modifiers have additional modifiers, which are a total of 25 going from easy to very hard. So, there's like, for example, there is a easy modifier that is going to be pretty helpful to you, which is called Big Kick Energy, which actually increases your weapon damage, but also increases the recoil and the spread of the weapon. That's a modifier that's going to be found within the easy modifier. There's also another one that's found within the easy category called Galaxy Brain, which will increase the size of the enemy's head, so the crit shots are easier to land. Now, you're finding yourself even more tough and you guys feel like you're buff enough to take on the enemy. Well, within the medium modifier category, there is a modifier called Floor is Lava. This modifier will encourage you to keep moving every single time, as every time you deal damage, there's going to be a lava pool that goes from beneath your feet, and it will end up killing you if you stand in the pool of lava for too long. Now, if you feel super duper powerful like I do, and you want to go and venture into the hard territory, there is a lot of interesting stuff that's going to be happening in the hard territory, because in the hard territory, there is a modifier that will have a drone spawn with the enemy and allow the enemies to be healed over time. This is kind of a bit of a nuisance. It's going to be kind of painful to actually, complete events like this, but it's something we definitely want to go ahead and venture into. Now, that's just me talking about the easy, medium, and hard one. Wait till you find out what's in the very hard ones. That is when things get really, really crazy. So now that you guys understand how the modifiers work, let's talk about the 10 options you're going to have for these modifiers. So you're going to be having Mayhem Mode level 1 through 10. And the way it works is with Mayhem Mode 1, you're going to get an easy modifier. With Mayhem Mode 2, you're going to get an easy and medium modifier. With Mayhem Mode 3, you're going to get an easy, medium, and medium modifier. With Mayhem Mode 4, you get an easy and a hard modifier. With Mayhem Mode 5, you're going to get an easy, medium, and hard modifier. With Mayhem Mode 6, you're going to get an easy, medium, medium, hard modifier. With Mayhem Mode 7, you're going to get an easy, hard, hard modifier. With Mayhem Mode 8, you're going to get an easy and a very hard modifier, which is, I guess, is a very good way to actually test how powerful your build is with the Mayhem Mode 8. Then with Mayhem Mode 9, you're going to get an easy, medium, and very hard. And next but not least, Mayhem Mode 10, which is the hardest difficulty. You're going to get an easy, medium, and hard, and very hard modifier. Now, just like with every loot and shooter, one of the biggest things is it going to be worth me going into Mayhem Mode 10 in actually getting rewarded? And the question to that is, from what we know and what we've been told, the answer to that is yes. There is going to be an exponential reward and a big option that's going to allow you to go in here, venture in here, because you're going to get rewarded with something really good. Because they said that the quality of weapons that drop from each different level of modifier is going to help you go up on that modifier. So for example, let's say you go into and play Mayhem Mode 5, you get a weapon. That weapon should prepare you and come equipped for Mayhem Mode 6. When I say equipped, it means that the weapon's going to be doing a little bit more damage, and it's going to be a little bit more beneficial for you guys when you go ahead and encounter another modifier. So make sure that you guys start with a Mayhem Mode that you feel comfortable with. Try to get the weapons you guys feel comfortable with that particular build. Once you obtain those weapons, then increase that going over to the second modifier. And that should help you guys gain a lot of level and also help you guys get better at a different level of a Mayhem Mode. Now, this already sounds awesome, but it gets even better because there are a total of 8 brand new legendary weapons that you'll be able to get from certain bosses when playing at Mayhem Mode level 6 or higher. So if you want to get your hands on these 8 brand new weapons, you're going to have to crank up that Mayhem Mode to level 6 or higher and to get a weapon. And speaking of weapons, they actually highlighted one weapon called the Sandhawk. For example, what this legendary does is an automatic sniper rifle that fires a line of 9 bullets to mimic the way the hawk flaps its wings. This sounds to be very similar to the Leuta. Now, I don't know if it's going to be as powerful as the Leuta, but I mean, it sounds pretty awesome. Just, 9 bullets flying around. That sounds really cool. Can't wait to actually try this one out. So that pretty much wraps up how Mayhem Mode 2.0 is going to work, the different modifiers, the different levels, and what you're able to get out of here. So we're going to be able to get better loot as we progress through every single modifier. Now, if that was enough to get you guys excited, let's talk about the Revenge of the Cartel. The Revenge of the Cartel is a brand new seasonal event that will bring a limited time loot and rewards. So this event's going to run from April 23rd all the way to June the 4th. Now, if you guys have ran any events in Borderlands or you haven't, you guys should already know that with each event, we get a brand new set of different challenges that come with these events. And every time we complete these challenges, we are going to be getting some type of reward. So for challenge number 3, we're going to be getting the Victor Graphics Echo Device Skin. For challenge number 6, we're going to get a weapon trinket. For challenge number 10, we're going to get a room decoration. Challenge number 14, we're going to get a Vault Hunter head. And for challenge 18, we're going to get a Vault Hunter skin. Now, these will unlock for each individual character, so make sure you guys start playing the event. So what's the event all about, and who will we be fighting? Well, let's go ahead and talk about that. As you guys know, every time we start an event, we have to talk to our friendly dinosaur to actually get things rocking and rolling. But this time around, guys, we kind of have a depth with Joey Ultraviolet, which is the kingpin of the Iridium Cartel. Now, in order for us to save our dinosaur friend, we're going to have to take the fight to Joey and his gang members. And it is kind of where things get a little bit interesting because we're going to have to travel to the Villa Ultraviolet. Now, this is going to be the compound where this, cartel is being held at. And this is where things get a little bit interesting because every single time that we go and fight the cartel, we're going to be fighting different sets of enemies. And some of the mechanics to fighting these enemies are quite interesting because every single time, guys, you kill an operative from the cartel, they're going to send a signal up in the air, and this signal is going to signal to the other cartel thugs to come and take revenge for the person who killed them. Now, you're going to need to be on guard because the cartel thugs might be accompanied by one of the Iridium cartel's underbosses. Now, these are unique, badass level enemies belonging to one of the cartel. Now, there are a total of 3 different gangs within this cartel. Now, when you eliminate one of these bosses that spawn in, they're going to give you the coordinates to the hideout. Once you collect enough coordinates of the hideouts, you're then going to be able to open up a portal that will lead directly to the Via Ultraviolet, which is the main mansion where this cartel is going to be. Now, once you head over to the villa, you are then going to have to battle your way through hordes of Iridium cartel members. Now, these guys are belonging, like I said, to 3 different districts or 3 different gangs, and you're going to have to fight each and every one of them. Now, each of these gangs that you might encounter are the cyborgs of CryptoSec, the metal charging depth collectors of the Burnt End, and the Iridium dust runners known as the Perpetrators. Now, all of these gangs are going to have their own underboss or their own mini boss, which you will have to kill in order to actually reach your way to Joey Ultraviolet himself, which is the main ringleader. Now, what makes this even interesting is that each of these gangs, so there's a total of 3, will have its own legendary loot pool. So make sure you guys keep that in mind because each boss will drop its own particular loot pool. So we're going to have to make our way here multiple times to get all the weapons, all the artifacts, and all the stuff that comes in this brand new event. Now, one of the cool things about the events, of course, guys, are the anointments. And we've seen all the brand new anointments that have come with different events, have made certain builds really OP, have made certain builds shine more than others. So I'm more than excited to see what brand new anointments come with this new event because they said that the anointments are going to be primarily focused on action skill end. So I'm really excited to see what that's all about. Now, if that wasn't enough to get you excited, there are also brand new legendary weapons that will be dropping. For example, they pinpointed one called OPQ, which is an assault rifle that can shoot an auto-firing copy of itself, targeting whatever you're looking at. I'm really excited to test it out. That sounds like a really interesting weapon, and one that we're excited to put a build around. And there you guys have it. That pretty much wraps up everything you need to know about Mayhem 2 and everything you need to know about Revenge of the Cartel. So get ready, guys. April the 23rd, which is tomorrow, is the time you'll be able to update your game and get started with all this fun stuff. Don't forget, guys, if you want to know what build is actually going to get you all the way to Mayhem 10, you're definitely going to want to keep it locked on this channel because we will be updating all our builds and putting out new builds for you guys to check out. Thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you guys on the next video.